Hello there, and today I'm going to be reacting to even more Pars.
Who wins? 100 men or one gorilla? Well, to get your answer, we're going to have to look at our fighters.
Is it Harambe, or is it a different gorilla?
The most anticipated cage match of 2025. And
When this was taking off on like social media, it was kind of like, okay, but what are the rules? Is it 100 men versus one gorilla all at the same time, or is it like 1v1 until 100 men are done? Because like we've taken out mammoths, like the gorilla ultimately has no chance in the long run.
in the red corner, standing at an impressive 6 feet tall. and weighing a
Nice.
ridiculous 220
God
kilos.
damn, it's a heavyweight.
We have one singular silverback gorilla.
And he's pissed.
Stepping into the ring to settle the score against humanity for what we did to Harambe, this fighter is bringing some impressive physical strength.
Strength 99.
Lifting up to 800 kilos of weight.
How the hell did they test that on a silverback gorilla? What, did they give it like a barbell and ask you to start benching or doing some
Meaning
deadlifts?
that if it gets its hands on you, a gorilla is more than capable of picking you up and doing you the
Tossing
same
you.
way that
It's
Hulk
literally like Chewbacca from Star Wars. It could rip your arm out.
did Loki.
Do they actually fight like that? I don't think they fight like that. From what I've seen from like gorillas occasionally fighting on like nature shows, they kind of like slap and stuff.
On top of being stronger than Eddie Hall, they also have an
Yeah, see,
unreal
look.
reach advantage with a 2.6 meter wingspan. Which is a fairly major problem because a right hook from a gorilla produces 2,700 pounds of force. To put that
smash
into
the
perspective,
window.
the human skull shatters at 1,400. So
Yeah.
if Winston hits you with a haymaker, your head is going to pop like a watermelon. And
Oh
with
my
cage
God.
fight following the Mortal Kombat rule set, we can also factor in the gorilla's bite. Because despite being a pretty gentle herbivore in the wild, they have one of the highest bite forces
at
on
that
the planet
mouth.
at 1,300 PSI.
Damn. Is that as much as like a wolf?
That is 100 PSI more than a polar bear.
Oh,
And
what? More than a polar
now,
bear?
with our fighters' statistics out of the way, let's get down to business. Can our gorilla win a fight against the 100 average men in the blue corner? Place your bets. Let's see.
Nah,
who
the
comes
humans
out
win.
on top. Yeah, look, I'm going to keep it real with you. Even with those stats, Winston here is getting bodied.
Yeah, he's getting bodied. Because, like, even like 100 chimps could take down one silverback gorilla. You know, if they just mob him and stuff like that. Like, numbers go a crazy long way.
Sorry, he's going back to the spawn room. Do not pass go. Do
Yeah.
not collect $200 directly to hanging out with Harambe in heaven. 100 people. It's just too fucking many. He's getting jumped.
Yeah.
However, not to say he's not going to take a few with him. My guess is one guy runs up and gets swatted across the cage like a toddler, shatters his bars. Second guy gets grabbed by the leg and given the Hulk treatment. About 6 other guys, cops.
You should take one human by the leg, use him as a bat to club the other humans in the vicinity around him. Then now we're talking.
To the head and die instantly from broken necks. One dumbass is probably going to try to hit him off the top rope and get done the same way that Omni-Man did Nightwing. But at that point, the crowd probably jumps in and realizes that there are still about 90 of them, and
Yeah.
it's over. Not that the fight even needs to happen, but it wouldn't be the first time we lost a gorilla to human stupidity.
Playing the Berserk theme.
Australia just found a new shark. And of course,
Oh, not another
being
one.
from the land down under, it's fucking weird. Introducing the brand new Western Australia
The hell? It looks like it belongs in Resident Evil. And not even the modern ones, like Resident Evil 1.
lantern shark. As the name suggests, discovered by a team of scientists off the coast of Western Australia.
Literally
Now,
Mad
as
Max
the
territory.
Overwhelming majority of weird shit in the ocean. The
Ugh.
Ozempic shark here is found in the deep sea.
How big is it? It doesn't look that big. It looks like as big as my arm.
Sharing a postcode with the anglerfish, that one xenomorph shark,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Yeah,
gods above. Anything in like the deep ocean is like the most horrific thing you can ever conceptualize. The deep ocean is far scarier than like aliens from Aliens, the xenomorphs. Like they're absolutely terrifying.
like the word shark, making most people think of something a little closer in size to
Yeah.
Bruce.
What makes a shark a shark? For me, that's like big teeth, big body, Looks like a really angry fish for the most part. It's got like a fin. It's got a big tail.
Slenderman's fish sonar over here only grows up to 30 centimeters.
Yeah, like as big as my arm.
Guy shares a weight class with a
Hang on, how big is my arm? 10, 20, 30. It's about right.
foot long. But I mean, honestly, I still personally think 30 centimeters is way too big. He could be just as good as the other sharks if he was, you know, let's just say 3 inches. However, other than being built like a fishy USB cable and owning a property in rock bottom, what makes him so weird? Simple. He fucking glows.
It's a glow-in-the-dark shark.
Why? Well, you
What a
see,
beautiful
these bad
rhyme.
boys are found in the twilight zone of the ocean.
Yeah, so why would a shark be glowing in the dark? Like, what possible benefit does that have to a shark? 'Cause it's a hunter. Why would it be visible? Can, like, sea animals not see bioluminescent of sea creatures? Is that how that
Around
works?
1.2 kilometers below the surface.
God's
A
above.
place so fucking far down, it sees less sunlight than the inside of a gacha addict's room. And so, lantern sharks
I like how he showed the job resume jump scare.
evolved bioluminescence on their gills and fins.
Oh, so they do it on like the small body parts to attract other sea animals who think it's like a much tamer prey.
In order to fucking communicate with one another. The glow
What?
is the evolutionary equivalent
To underwater telegrams.
of a fucking indicator, showing that a literal abyss shark is more intelligent than your average BMW driver. Scientists just discovered a new fish.
Oh?
Looks fucking ridiculous.
Oh no, what? It looks like a rock.
This is the bumpy snailfish.
The
A
bumpy
freshly discovered
snailfish. It kind of looks like an axolotl almost.
species found off the coast of California. What makes this absolute specimen stick out is that it's a deep sea fish found at a depth of 3 kilometers.
3 kilometers. Oh my, it's so unbelievably deep.
I
It
am
would
here to
not
tell
taste
you
nice.
Exactly why. Because once God finished building this thing, he took a step back, looked at it, realized exactly how fucking chopped it was, and punted that thing into the depths of the ocean where no one would ever see it again.
Keep it away from the other creations. This one's a practice.
Be free.
What the fuck?
However, thanks to the hubris of mankind, it is here before us today to take the piss out of.
Look at those lips.
Look at the top of his head.
I mean, fucking look at it. It is a profoundly unserious creature. I do not think a single fucking thought has ever spawned behind those eyes.
Look at those like whisker like beards. That's so strange. Does that like does it pierce its foe? Can it control them? How do they work? It seems stationary
Not to mention
almost.
The fit on it. It looks like an aquatic, uncooked turkey with a
Yeah,
smiley face
yeah.
on it. Coming
Does
in
look like
at
it's been
a
plucked of its
solid
feathers.
3 inches in length. Bumpy here is not the only species of snailfish. There's others that look like this. However,
What? What the hell is that?
unlike his cousins, God deemed it so that this poor little f***er would be built like a shaved testicle. The scientific
Yeah.
term for a pair of these should be a sack. However, despite the fact that he looks like a sperm cell with a receding hairline, I love him.
It exactly looks like an axolotl. He's got that look of like dirty cute.
Look at that smile. That shit reminds me of Sackboy on the PS3. When they got his ass on camera, he looked at it and went,
You know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little f***ed up. But will you take care of me forever and ever?
"This crab is a boxer."
Oh, he looks so spidery.
That's right, stepping into the ring at
My toes like
0.15
curled
grams
in
of
reaction. I'm
AU.
sweating.
2.5 centimeters.
Oh,
in
it's
length.
only small. It's only
It's
small.
the
Okay.
boxer crab.
We'll suffer this one.
You see, while most crabs use their pinchers to feed and defend themselves, the boxer crab has instead elected to spec into CQC and throw f***ing hands. And despite their...
Isn't there like a shrimp, like the boxer shrimp, and it fires like plasma balls, like other snails?
completely average and not at all small size, this f***er fights in the heavyweight division.
I like his
Able
boxing
to
gloves.
punch out hundreds of times its size. But how does nature's little Mac win the fights? Well, that's pretty simple. He f***ing cheats. You see, those little pom-poms aren't a fashion.
Yeah, they do look like pom-poms.
Those are both sea anemone that the boxer crab holds in its claws to use as basically f***ing brass knuckles. Now, they get these anemones by finding other boxer crabs who have them, jumping them, and then claiming them like they are a f***ing
Oh, what? So they add them to their collection?
WWE title belt. Now, if you weren't aware, anemones are venomous plant-like animals that, in
Enemies? Anema? An enemy? One of us is saying it wrong. I think it's me.
get eaten, sting the shit out of anything that touches them. Boxer crabs are immune to that sting, but you bet your ass that everything that tries to eat the boxer crab isn't. So, the crab and the anemone enter into a symbiotic relationship, essentially becoming an aquatic venom.
What?
With the
So they
anemone
merge
becoming
together?
the crab's food, and the crab gaining venomous brass knuckles.
Nano machines,
So, whenever
son.
a predator gets in the ring with Crab Tyson here, he'll wait for it to get just within striking range, and then...
Mr. Squidward, I should kick your
That isn't a tree. It's a fucking bird.
What?
Introducing the tawny frogmouth.
Oh, it's
A
beautiful.
species of bird found in the land down under, and Australia's very own avian equivalent of a maxed out Skyrim stealth build. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, it can't be that stealthy. I can see it. Yeah, you can.
Barely.
You see that one? Did you see the one right?
I can see two.
next
Yeah,
to it?
yeah. I saw two.
Now, the important question is, why the f*** do these things have predator camo? Well, two reasons. First of all being, it's
Australia. Yeah, yeah. The
These
Dev
bad
Zoo.
boys are primarily nocturnal.
My interest of visiting Australia has definitely gone down since I started doing these videos.
Staying on the move during the
Go to the beach, you die. You go to the desert, you die. You go to the outback, you die. You go to the forest, you die. You go home, you die. Just,
and dive bombing
I'd rather just not live in Dark Souls land.
where insects to meet their bulking goals. However, that means that during the day, they sleep. And in a country where at any point you can be bitten, mauled, stung, or
Yeah.
fucking drop kicked to death.
Ooh, I love that gif of the kangaroo kicking that dude in the water. There's another one where a kangaroo kicks another kangaroo through a wall. It's so funny.
Laying down in the wrong spot can turn a short nap into the forever sleep. So, in order to prevent themselves from becoming an item on a Snake's KFC order, these tactical chickens evolved the ghillie suit to basically allow them to f***ing disappear. Being practically invisible allows them to unlock their second passive, f***ing DoorDash. You see,
What?
these guys are so f***ing good at cosplaying a stick that not only do predators mistake them for Groot, but so does their prey. And so, whenever they...
Oh, so the prey just like goes up and crawls on them. I guess they eat like geckos and smaller lizards. And so it just crawls on them and they're like, oh nice, I don't have to do anything.
nap, they just leave their mouths open a little bit. And whenever some
you kidding
poor
me?
ant just tries to walk his way to work, he instead DoorDashes himself
Yeah.
directly into its fucking mouth.
Smart birds. That is wild. They look like beautiful animals. I've never seen those before. Because in England we have like the white owls, you know, like the big tawny owls and stuff like that. Because I've always lived in the countryside, I've always heard them at night, and I actually find like the owl hooting really relaxing. I guess if you're like in Florida, you maybe hear like the frog ribbiting relaxing. Don't know about that one. If you live in Florida, let me know. Links in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget that I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.